Hey guys, Robert and Alex here, continuing our James Bond marathon. We're about to, now when we said we're covering all of them, we're covering all of them in release order. So next, it's the 1967 Casino Royale. The comedy, the spoof.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it back in the day. I never saw it. I'm like, oh, as a James Bond spoof, this could be really good. And it's like, from what I've heard, what I've seen,
it's like so much production, yet it's like it's a grand spectacle.
It's a style over substance.
It's one of those epic comedies.
Yeah, but it doesn't do like what
kind of like Mad World. It's trying to be like that.
Yeah. But from what I've seen, it's just a mess. Instead of something great like The Great Race or something like that.
Yep, or Mad World.
Yeah.
You know, just like, yeah, and you had other stuff like you had Peter Lorre, not Peter Lorre, the Pink Panther.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That guy.
Yeah.
We'll get the name right when we get it, when we actually do the proper stuff. But him as Bond, I heard he tried to take it seriously. This is that point where it was serious. And then you had Orson Welles.
I know, they have a lot of these like big names.
Yep, as the chief. Of course, his demand was, I must show my magic act and all that. And then, but then the guy left and everything because he felt, well, he's notorious for being that bad on set anyway. And then they got what they could out of Orson Welles. At least he committed to everything as best he could.
Yeah.
And then they just had to figure out other ways of doing it.
Because what I know too is that they name everybody James Bond.
Because they're trying to explain why they change actors. Again, originally it was to be just the one.
Yeah.
And he thought he was doing a serious James Bond movie, and then he found out it was a parody, but he still trucked through until a princess, a literal princess from England, came by to visit the set. He's met her before. He's like, like that, but she never met Orson Welles, so she went right past him to Orson, and he just felt like, I refuse to shoot any scenes with him. Because of that. It's just like,
wow.
Really? You're that much of a diva.
Yeah.
And he was.
Yeah. I mean, it's Orson freaking Welles, man.
And again, she never met him.
Yeah.
Of course she's going to go to an actor, a big name actor she's never met, and not to someone else. But
yeah, she might not even know who that was.
No. She knew who it was.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Oh, obviously, they knew each other.
Yeah.
But not her and Orson.
Right.
So, of course, she was there go... And now, we don't know what happened afterwards. You know what I mean? But, of course, she's going to spend time with Orson Welles. It's Orson Welles. It's Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
In fact, that was one of the things when, from what I heard, when he was offered a role, he was just saying, like, I want you to be like this. He's like, oh, good. I thought you were going to say Citizen Kane. Everyone wants me to be Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
And that's why he agreed to do, one of the reasons why he agreed to do it, because they pitched it like, be like this. And he's like, and anything that wasn't Citizen Kane, he's like, very well.
Yeah. I will say, though, I think his brief role in the Muppet movie is probably a lot more dignified than what's going to be.
No, I don't think for his take in here, it's not going to be bad. His stuff. Yeah. Although the way he died is going to be stupid.
So I still did stand by that statement.
I know. Prepare the standard rich and famous contract for Kermit the Frog and company.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys.
Here we go.
Yep. Hey guys, we got done in. What did we just watch?
I don't know. Are we even sober right now? Up is down, down is up.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Okay. Your head's a pumpkin right now, I think.
Pumpkin what?
I don't... Oh my God. What did we just watch?
Okay. It is bad.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. This is
bad.
It's even completely incomprehensible.
It is not
incomprehensible. It does have moments where it feels like it's going somewhere.
It's a case where this is a movie that was a train wreck that they tried to salvage. And it's the best they could.
Yeah. I mean...
Okay, let's focus first on what this is going to be. The Peter Sellers stuff first. That was not bad.
No.
Weird, quirky, and here's what I deduced the plot was going to be. It seems like there was already a James Bond, but they picked this schlub who's great at cards. And they said, you're James Bond because we need someone to get in there. Probably was going to make stuff like, James Bond's horrible at cards. We need you to do it.
Yeah.
Because that stuff played out interestingly. If we focus just on what they had with Peter Sellers and Ursula Andress and Orson Welles, it would have been an interesting spoof.
Yeah, I mean, not great, but...
And Orson Welles was not a bad the chief, but
But he had to bring in his magic act into there.
And just like Sellers had to bring in his voice, his different accents and everything.
Because there was one point where he's with Vesper downstairs. He's just putting on all costumes so he can do his voices.
Yep.
His crazy voice.
And then Hitler, but then we had this one where he's short and we're just like, wait, what? And he stands up and we're like,
he's on his knee.
Cup pants to make it look like.
Yeah, make it look like he was short.
Which was good. I like that type of disguise stuff. And then he randomly does an Indian voice to Lashif.
Lashif.
Yeah, but again, when they actually do that, it's not that far off from the actual Casino Royale. I mean, it's not like Casino Royale, but when they're actually doing the gambling stuff, it actually felt a little, I won't say tense, but you're like a little like, just like in Casino Royale, you're like, oh dear.
Even in the book. Yeah.
And I like down to like, you're out of money. Oh, I think my credit's good. Bond's credit's good.
Yeah.
Again, for doing it as a parody, it wasn't bad. Even the stuff with the mind as opposed to getting himself in the balls and all that. Well, and, I mean,
they turned it into a mind fuck.
The way they then transitioned it back in, it's dumb. The Scotsman and all that, and then Peter O'Toole being in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
they shoot and they kill him.
Okay, I just want to get that part out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's now go back to the rest of the movie. First, Dave Niven. He worked. For what they were going. He's the original James Bond.
The OG.
Yeah, and they're basically saying, Sean Connery, some bloke who gave his name to, saying how, he's betting women and they die around him. Almost like they're taking
pot shots at him.
But they say they came here saying, we want you to come back. And apparently he was in love with Mata Hari.
Yeah. That never gets, like...
Well, they don't try to time adjust it, but I can see that working a little.
Yeah.
Another famous female spy. And they had a daughter, apparently.
Yes.
But he retired because they forced him to bring her over and she got killed, executed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Fair enough. But they basically forced him to come back to deal with SMERSH. Then we lead to this whole bit going to this castle.
Now this is the part. If the whole movie was like this might have been the worst freaking movie ever.
Yeah, but thankfully, we didn't expect it to climb back up, but it did.
It really did. Because what their plan is, they're trying
he's a celibate. He's been a celibate ever since Mata Hari.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to seduce him, break his self-image. They did the opposite.
Yeah, and the humor they have is so awkward.
This girl named Buttercup, and the fact that he's this old man, and yet
and again, the bathtub of a 17-year-old.
I was like,
I'm 17, I'm going to scrub your back. I'm like, what?
What's the humor?
Yeah, I was like, I'm waiting for the... And then they I guess the main woman tries to seduce him, and he's not taken in by it, so it's like, we have to play this game. So.
The Scotsman game, a real Scotsman game, but it turns out none of them are Scots because they can't do it right.
Yeah.
And, that was funny at first, but then it went on too long.
I know.
Way too long.
Yeah, just picking up the ball. Everyone's just like,
They can't do it. And then finally he gets it, and he's like, oh yeah, and she's like, the head woman, which I did like. She's falling for it, and everyone's like, oh dear. I like that.
I think that's what salvages it. Partially, it's the actors. They got really good actors.
Really good actors who are making the best with what they have.
Yeah.
But like I said, the fact that all the others are like, oh dear. And then as soon as she's ready to go follow Bond, they're like, you're not going anywhere.
Nope.
Lock her up. And then it's the button, that's, all that.
And then she goes off.
Yeah, but then she has to go like, are you really dying? No, but my life is ending. I will go boy in a convent that's over that hill.
I know, it's just so over the top. It's just like...
And then we see Moneypenny, or her daughter.
Yeah, Moneypenny's daughter.
And then he decides everyone's going to be named James Bond, even the women, to throw off SMERSH.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we have Jimmy Bond.
Woody Allen.
Which his introduction was great.
It really was.
It's like, I have this very bad thing about death. My doctor said don't have any bullets.
He's supposed to be executed on site. Well, to get a gun execution.
And then he throws, a grenade. Hey, before the Bond would actually do that.
That's right.
And then he's like, so long, suckers. And of course, what's on the other side of the wall?
Another execution.
That was, Woody Allen was one of the salvaging.
He really was.
But, but then it goes on from there. Then they fit in the Peter Sellers stuff. And we bring in... we have to have a Bond who can seduce the women but be immune to their charm. Because why? All the other double O's have been sex-crazed maniacs who have been killed off in whorehouses and places like that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, again, it's like, I mean, okay, I get the joke.
Yeah.
I
And
get
then the original James Bond, they bring in his daughter as well.
Yeah, Mada Bond.
Yeah, and she goes to the school.
The school, which is also one of the other, which at first we're like, where's this going? And it ends so insane.
Because they have an art bid going on, and they have people from different
And they're
countries.
tying it back into the little sheep thing because they want to give
Yeah.
an explanation to how he can't raise the money.
Yeah, and then they're showing like it on a video screen, like stuff, the art that's up for bid, and then all of a sudden she comes and changes it to a video of people fighting, and all of a sudden they all.
And then the head lady, oh, first of all, the head lady's like, what auction? Like, who is that? Never heard of her. You're insane. I think she's right.
Hey, yeah.
That was funny. But
That
then-
was funny.
But yeah, she gets knocked into this dead guy who had a gun and like,
Yeah.
oh,
that made me laugh.
earlier, when Bond was using the boulder to toss one guy into it, he falls over and then the cannon shoots off. You're like, why is the cannon
Why is
loaded?
the cannon loaded? They want to make it as authentic as possible, man.
Yeah, okay, but anyway. Okay, deal with that. So, of course, they call the sheep. Bring in Orson Welles, and they say, well, I'm going to have to raise the money at Batguard. What about me?
Oh, yeah.
Boom!
But
Because
the
he's right at the
telephone-
Berlin Wall. Yep. Oh.
Topical.
How could you tell? Because the poor people are coming through the hole in the wall.
Yeah, I laughed. I should have seen that coming, but I laughed.
Can
I
you
still
realize?
laughed.
Oh, poor, rich. What's the only place where you knew they had a wall like that?
Yeah.
And then
we get into like the car, the
then we get
Casino
the
Royale
stuff, which wasn't, again, like we said before, wasn't bad, cringy, but
Yeah.
I could have seen it working on its own.
Yeah. And I think you told me too, Orson Welles like, I will do the movie if I get to do my magic.
Which wasn't a bad trick, actually.
Yeah.
Everyone put your hand on the table, but look at the woman. And then it's like, bring it down and all that. But it's like, I want to know how it worked, especially when you see the hand dangling. He's good as an amateur magician.
Yeah. Although I'm sure they had to do some little movie magic to make it do
You know, I think if he wanted it to be authentic, it's probably a real trick he's done.
Maybe. But again, like to bring the table up and stuff, it's like,
Yeah,
come
well,
on.
no, I'm pretty sure there's an actual trick behind that somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, he wins, and then we lead to that whole mind screw thing. And it's like a quick break where he's like, I'm going to be faster than the sheep. Boom.
Boom.
And then, then turns out that Mada Bond gets abducted by a UFO.
Yeah, the UFO all of a sudden just comes and take him.
And you're like, yes, and then they find out. I just love how Bond just goes like, yes, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But yeah, then we find out Jimmy Bond's the main villain. And his plan,
Actually,
it's devious, and yet it's such a parody of Bond villains.
I know, but it also, like, Woody Allen is perfect for
Basically,
his
the
plan.
plan is he's going to do biological warfare, make all the women beautiful, and then all the men that are short and taller than him die.
Wipe them out. It's like that's so that's like perfect for him.
That is perfect for him. And then one of the other 007s, this beautiful woman is there, and she's able to trick him into taking this pill that's supposed to make you blow up after a bunch of hiccups.
Yeah, and there's all a bunch of. He also captures all the other Bonds. And
Yep,
they're
all the
down
other
there,
Bonds.
but they manage to escape. And the
then
Frankenstein monster.
and then you have the Americans come up, and the Americans are represented by cowboys and Indians. The
I know.
French show up.
They all go up the elevator and they're all going to escape, and all of a sudden this big shootout.
And then of course Vesper one, Bond reveals like anything for money. Yep, you're right. And then it's like
Yeah,
you have dolphins, you have 007 dogs.
I know.
All this stuff. But yeah, the Indians were like woo.
Yeah, they were also at 007 on their foreheads.
Oh no, it was not their foreheads. It was on their ship. I think their plane.
Oh yeah, well no, I saw it on one of them on their forehead as well. I'm like, seriously?
I mean, it's just like what? And
It
then,
just goes
and then boom.
Oh yeah, all before that too, it's like, quick, call the police. And the Keystone Cops show up.
What?
What?
And then he blows up and everyone dies.
Everyone
he
dies.
And then he goes to hell.
Yeah, and everyone else, they're playing on the harp and going to heaven.
Except for Woody Allen. He got the seventh one's going to a place that's
harsher in
very,
hindsight.
very, very hot.
Oh my god.
This movie was just
Insane. They're just like, just fuck it. We'll do whatever we want. We're just throw all this crazy stuff at you.
yeah, it's just what?
Yeah. But I told Rob this too. It's like the best way to experience it is if you watch with a friend.
Do not see this alone.
No, because you
And
need to
see it sober.
Yeah, Because you need to check to see if you're still insane. You need to look over and like,
we were just like, did somebody slip something to our drinks? Kind of just.
I know, but just like in the Bond movies.
Okay, it's like, okay, here's a better question. As a Bond movie, it stinks. But as a movie itself, it's fascinatingly bad.
It really is.
I give it a 5. If I had to do my own ranking, I know you don't, but I give it a 5 out of 10. It is one of those you're just like...
You just need to keep watching to see just how ludicrous it gets.
It gets, and then by the end, you're just like, well, that happened.
Yeah, that's pretty much the movie. Well, that happened.
Yeah, but again, is it the worst thing I've ever seen? Hell no.
Oh, no, there's far worse.
I'll say this, it's definitely still...
I think because...
Gamera Super Monster is still the worst movie I've ever seen so far.
I haven't seen that, but... You saw it. Did you see her finger?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure she was happy after that. See,
that's still our ranking of the worst, but this is just one of those fascinatingly bad.
And you know what I think it is, too? Like, it's well made. That's the thing, too.
It's well made. 5 directors.
5 directors, yeah, so you're kind of...
And it shows.
It really does, because they constantly change direction all the time.
I know, but again, for salvaging a movie, that from something that should never be made, even though the ball felt like this shouldn't be made.
Yeah. I mean, one thing...
Does it deserve as much of the scoring it gets? No.
No. But I think, you know, at the time, people were just like, oh, this is just terrible. But if you turn your brain off...
I can see why, because of the trash they got, because they got so affiliated with this, I can see why Broccoli refused, they wanted to have such strict control over parodies after this.
Yeah.
Because the fact they got affiliated, even though they had nothing to do with it, unfortunately, because they were so known for Bond, they're like, why did Eon make this shock? Like, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Again, I could see why, though. He wanted to put a foot on it after that.
You know, I will say, probably the best parody part of this movie that really worked was the car chase at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Because they mimicked it perfectly, even down to the bad...
oh, yeah, that was weird. The chroma keying and all that.
Yeah, the chroma keying. It was weird, but
and then that poor woman is like, ah! And then you have the set work in this was very Ken Adams homage.
It really was.
It very much was. It felt so much like you say, like, Ken would be proud. Especially this one bit where Jimmy Bond walks in the middle, he's talking about it, and it just comes up, you see these guys singing, and it comes back down, it serves no other purpose, and you're like, what?
Sure.
Again, this felt like...
Just throw it in.
It wasn't Ken Adams. Oh, and the music was great.
Yeah, that's the other good thing about it. The music was really catchy. Like, even the intro credits, we were like, it was toe tapping.
Yep, like, you almost want to dance to it like that. It's one of those very 60s, jazzy kind
It was very, very 60s.
Yeah, but again, it's just...
There's like so much you could say, because there's so much that happened.
There's so much that happened, yet nothing happened at all.
Yeah, it didn't matter at the end. Everybody died.
Everyone died at the end. They saved the day still.
I mean, yeah, they did.
Again, but just...
I'm trying to think if there's anything else, because there's like... Oof. Like so many...
Oh yeah, that was David Prowse's first very theatrical appearance as the Frankenstein monster.
Oh, right, yeah. It was like, Frankenstein monster? Sure.
I know, like, thank you, good chap.
Yeah. And I think they mentioned, like, too, about Dracula being a secret agent.
No, Bela Lugosi and Peter Lorre.
Yeah,
It's ironic because Peter Lorre played Lashif back in the TV version.
That's right, yeah.
Which is ironic.
I know.
But again, Dave Niven, I would not want him to ever play an actual James Bond. He was too old for it, but for what they had him do here, you could tell you having fun, even though sometimes I kept thinking he was Peter Cushing at times.
Yeah. I'm expecting it to turn to horror all of a sudden. Well, it was horrifying, but...
Yeah, but again, it's a Bond movie.
No. Just get your friends together, want something wacky,
Put that on, but again, it could have worked. Could the Cellar stuff have worked? Yes. It felt like they actually had something that was going to be a farce, but not a total farce.
Yeah, Sellers wasn't bad.
Sellers was very good as the Bond. Although I did love the bit where he punches out the custom guy, and then he cuts the demon.
That made me laugh.
Like,
what?
What kind of eccentric pervert would punch out a customs agent? It's like, they're basically looking back and realize, yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, because some of that stuff is there, but it's just meshed together with all this other random crap.
Yep, and then they put this montage of him with all the ladies because they're just trying to toss in every bit of footage they had from him.
Yeah.
But again, overall, Mind fuck. It's a mind fuck.
Yeah. I need a breather after that. Oof.
All right, well, next time we'll get back on track to the main
Yeah,
bonds
the main bonds.
with You Only Live Twice, which came out the same year.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be better.
See you guys then.